everything just kind of felt pointless. When I was really at my worst, I didn't feel anything. It would have been good to feel sad because then I would have felt something. And I was diagnosed with depression. At the time, I thought you're weak or worthless if you talk about how you're feeling. I had that mentality of I'm tough and I'll just get on with it. So I just struggled and I got progressively worse until I tried to take my own life. That incident really made me take action and decide that I was actually going to do something about it. Part of my coping mechanism to stay healthy is to have a focus. And boxing has helped remind me that I am very resilient. It means a lot to see Fury actually talk about his experience with mental illness whilst he's still fighting. To me, that's the ultimate level of courage to be able to do that. I see similar traits. We've both been through depression, we both tried to take our own lives and we both came back from it. I see how resilient he is now and I feel very resilient too. Like, I'm not scared. I feel like I've already experienced the worst thing I could experience. Now I just go for it. I work for a mental health charity. It's something I'm very passionate about. 1 in 4 people will experience mental illness. It's just that not everyone currently feels comfortable to talk about it.
When I had the breakdown, I had loads of mates, everything was going well, I was off to uni. Life was sweet and then it just all came at once really. I told some girl that I loved her and she was like, why didn't you tell me this like a year ago? And then that kind of just shattered me. I had sleep deprivation, I also had tinnitus. Everyone was just pulling me. And one day I just cracked. I was 18 and the boxing was on the telly ironically. And I thought I was in the fight, like shadow boxing pretty much on the carpet. I remember just standing up with a cup in my hand, really high pressure. I'm looking at the cup, I'm looking at my mum and I just dashed it through the window. My mum's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't even know. And they took me to the mental institution in the end. I was under section for a couple of months. But at that time I was on far too many drugs to be able to even think, let alone box. Getting myself back onto my feet, I thought, right, I've got to do it now. Since I've started again, I've been back into boxing for 18 months now, and I've had 10 bouts. And I'll be looking to compete in Box Cup, which is the main one, and potentially the ABAs if my next few fights go to plan. When I compare myself to him, me and him, we have to be bouncing. We can't live in that middle ground. Everything I do, I try and do it to my best. It inspired a lot of people making that comeback. No one thought he'd get up. Such a metaphor to what he was going through. If you're down, you ain't out.
Yeah, I got into boxing, it was kind of like a release. Letting it all out, punching away, and so I got so much built up aggression. I was kicked out when I was about 15. My mum was with a partner and actually he kicked me out of my own house. I think I had to learn to get hard very quickly. No one would ever treat me like that. Turned professional at 32. I went all the way to 10 fights. I was Southern Area champion, it was great. After the Southern Area, I had one more fight. He got the decision. I was starting to feel low. Depression hit me really, really bad. I just stayed in bed. I didn't even want to live. Very, very dark place. I remember just sitting there crying my eyes out. And I was just like, get me drink, get me anything you can, because I just needed that little bit of lift. And then I got a diagnosis of bipolar, crazy highs and crazy lows. When you're so low, sometimes it can spin around and you get mania. Then you're too high. You're up, you're smiling, you're bubbly, you're happy, and everyone thinks that's you. 1 minute you're up, then you're down, then you're up, then you're down. It just become overwhelming because you can't handle it. You just want to rest, you just want to sleep. When he got up, I got up. It inspired me to get out of bed, grit my teeth and do something. It made it feel that it was okay for me to talk about it and me to open up because he did. Therapy is important. You have to let it all out. And it's very, very important to let out. The psychiatrist said, look, it will lift, it will lift, it will lift. And eventually, thank God, it lifted. After the year out, I nearly lost my business. I was behind with my rent and the bills were coming in. Now I'm back. I went from 4 people in the class to 25 people in the class. Everyone is happy, the gym's busy. I want to win a British title and I want to base my life on giving back and inspiring people. You know, the rest is a bonus for me.
Going through the mental health now, I'm so much more aware of myself now. Like, I know triggers, so I don't really experience them major lows no more because I'm so conscious of it. As soon as I start to feel a little bit low, I'm like, nah, there's no need for that. Just rest up, just look after your health, and you'll start to feel back to your good self again. So I've learned, if you've got something to say it. The more stuff you suppress, the less functional you're going to be.
You can help other people just by sharing that story. If he talks, other people will. And that's why I do.